So let's talk about the big question that seems to be on every project manager's mind. Is the PMP certification, the supposed gold standard, actually still worth it in 2026? You see all this buzz about Agile and other specialized credentials, and you really have to wonder if the PMP is becoming an expensive relic.
It's a totally valid question, and I think to answer it, you have to be brutally honest about what you're signing up for.
Let's start with the hard truth about getting PMP certified in 2026. It is a massive undertaking. You're looking at a multi-layered investment, hundreds of dollars in exam and membership fees, mandatory prep courses, and a study commitment that usually tops 200 hours, all culminating in a grueling, nearly 4-hour exam.
Exactly, and I think people often underestimate the mental tax here. It's not just a weekend course, it's months of saying no to social life and yes to practice simulators. The PMP isn't just a test of what you know, it's a 200-hour stress test of how much you're willing to sacrifice. If you aren't ready for that level of grind, the financial cost is the least of your worries.
It's a high-stakes gatekeeper, for sure. So, with that heavy price tag in mind, let's look at whether the paycheck at the end of the tunnel actually justifies the sweat equity.
I see. So is the pain worth the gain?
Even with all those costs, the ROI remains surprisingly dominant. The data shows PMP holders still command significantly higher salaries, often a 16% to 33% jump, and for most senior PM roles, the certification is basically the key that gets your resume past the AI filters.
It's that global currency factor. You can walk into a boardroom in almost any country and everyone speaks the same PMP language regarding risk and governance. It's like the CPA of project management. It instantly signals that you've survived the industry's toughest rite of passage.
But here's what's interesting. It's not just about the money. Why is it that in 2026, with so many free resources online, companies still insist on this specific, expensive badge?
It's about standardized trust. When a company hires a PMP, they aren't just hiring a person. They're buying a guarantee that this person understands a proven, predictable framework for delivering projects. For the employer, it's the ultimate de-risking strategy.
So it's a massive career accelerator. But we can't ignore the elephant in the room, the rise of Agile and whether the PMP is becoming a relic of the past.
Right. The big PMP versus Agile debate.
There's been a lot of talk about Agile certs making the PMP obsolete, but the reality is the PMP has adapted. It now fully integrates Agile and hybrid models, meaning it covers the whole spectrum of how projects actually get done today, not just the old school waterfall stuff.
Right? It's not PMP versus Agile anymore. It's PMP plus Agile. Think of it this way. An Agile certification teaches you how to run a sprint. The PMP teaches you how to win the entire race. If you're a pure developer in a tech startup, a Scrum cert might be enough. But if you want to lead a department or handle a $10 million cross-functional project, you need that broader PMP architecture to hold it all together.
So it's become more of an all-in-one toolkit. That leads us to the final verdict. Is it right for you right now?
Well, if we boil it all down, the verdict for 2026 is pretty clear for most people. First, you have the salary premium. It's still one of the most reliable ways to see a significant pay bump because it's a filter for top jobs. Second is the hybrid advantage. This isn't your grandpa's PMP. It proves you can manage modern projects, whether they're agile, traditional, or a mix of both. Third, and this is huge, is that global credibility. It's a universal language that works everywhere. And finally, that high barrier to entry, the cost, the 200 hours of studying, that's what keeps its value high. It's a tough club to get into, which is precisely why being a member means so much.